Hi guys, welcome to Medical Megamind. If you are new here, subscribe to my channel for more medical videos. In this video, I am going to discuss the development of face. Before going to the development, you should know something which is basic. So, at the fourth week of the development, fourth week, the embryo looks like this. This is the head fold. This is the stomatodium, which is primitive mouth. This is the bulging created by the developing heart. This is the umbilical cord. This is tail end. This is how it looks like, right? So in the fourth week of the development, two prominent bulgings are seen. These two are the prominent bulgings. The first one is due to the developing brain and second one is due to the developing heart. Okay, these two are the prominent bulgings and these two are separated by primitive mouth called stomatodium. And this is the embryo which at the fourth week of development. These two are the prominent bulgings you should know. Two prominent bulgings. One is due to developing brain and another is due to developing heart. This is the basic you should know. Now, development of face, actual development. The sources for the development of face are two. The first source is sources for the development of face. The first source is frontonasal process, which is unpaired. I will say what is that frontonasal process. The first source is frontonasal process. And this is unpaired. Single. I'll write one. Second one is the second source is the paired first arch or mandibular arch. First pharyngeal arch is also known as mandibular arch. First pharyngeal arch is also called as mandibular arch. And this is paired. I will write two. Paired. So these two are the sources for the development of face. Now, you should know something about what is frontonasal process. I will write the diagram. Consider this one. This is the embryo, stomatodium, pericardial bulge, tail end. Now, this is the developing brain. In particular, this is the forebrain, right? And this area is the mesoderm. The mesoderm surrounding the forebrain will proliferate and forms the frontonasal process. This will become like this. The mesoderm is proliferated. Of course, this is stomatodium, pericardial bulge, tail end. This is the developing brain. The mesoderm is proliferated and forms a structure like this. This is called frontonasal process. Okay. Now, frontonasal process is clear. The another source of the development of face is first pharyngeal arch or mandibular arch, which are paired. Okay. If you view the embryo in front, okay, front view, I am drawing the diagram. See this diagram. This is the pericardial, frontonasal process already formed. This is the frontonasal process. Okay. This is the pericardial bulge. So this is the stomatodium, which is primitive mouth. Of course, this is the ectoderm surrounding the whole embryo. You know, on the lateral side of the primitive mouth or stomatodium, first arch is present. So in the front view, the first arch looks like this one. These two are the first arch. Okay, mandibular arches. This is the frontonasal process, which is formed as I shown here. Frontonasal process. This is the pericardial bulge. And these two are mandibular arches or first pharyngeal arches. First pharyngeal arch. Okay. Now, this is the ventral side of the first pharyngeal arch. This is the dorsal side of the first pharyngeal arch. On the dorsal side of the first pharyngeal arch, the cells of the first pharyngeal arch multiply and grow towards the medial side. They grow in this direction. Okay, this will soon forms structures like this. This is the frontonasal process. It's the pericardial bulge. After, on the dorsal side of the first arch, cells proliferate and forms like this. Okay, this is the ectodermal lining. Now, this mandibular arch is divisible into two parts. The upper part is called maxillary process. The lower part is called mandibular process. Remember, mandibular arch is different from mandibular process. Okay, the division of mandibular arch or first pharyngeal arch is one mandibular process and maxillary process. Upper one is maxillary process. Okay, now these are the basics you should know. In the development of face, particularly I will discuss the development of lower lip, development of upper lip, and development of palate. Development of eye and ear are separate. So first one is development of lower lip. See, I will discuss the whole thing in this view only, front view. Okay, I will draw diagram. Firstly, the mandibular process, this one, the mandibular process grow towards each other. These two will grow towards each other and fuse in the midline. So the diagram look like this. This is the frontonasal process and this is the pericardial bulge. So this is the maxillary process. Now what happens is these two mandibular processes develop towards each other and fuse at the midline like this. Okay, this is the ectoderm surrounding the whole embryo. Here mandibular process are fused. Okay, after fusing, what happens is this is the stomatodium, right? Primitive mouth. This mandibular process forms the lower margin of the stomatodium. Okay, I will write that. Each mandibular arch, process grow towards each other. And fuse. Okay. Now what happens? This fused part of mandibular process forms the lower margin of stomatodium. Now forms fused mandibular processes forms lower margin of stomatodium. Which is primitive mouth. This in fully developed fetus forms the lower jaw and lower lip of fully developed fetus. Okay, this lower margin, which is fused mandibular process, forms the lower jaw and lower lip. Okay, forms lower lip and lower jaw. In what? Mouth. Okay, stomatodium is converted into mouth in fetus. Mouth of fetus. Okay, this is the development of lower lip. Lower lip is developed from the fused mandibular processes. Okay, now